and welcome to the Oh God Why podcast, episode 18. Today, it's me, your host, Melissa, and my co-host,
Not
Randy.
Peter. I killed Peter. I absorbed his power.
Yes. Peter was there, but I think he's eating lunch right now, so...
Yeah, we were gonna
Yeah.
record on time, and then I slept in late, and now he's probably eating lunch or some shit, and I'm a fool. Moral
Yeah.
of the podcast is that Randy's an idiot.
More or less. Hey, Randy, how has your week been so far?
My week has been good.
Nice.
I have a secret segment for this podcast, but that's a special tool. We'll save for later.
Oh, man. What a shocker.
Yeah, I got a little something to get off my chest today, but
Okay.
that's not important right now.
Yeah. I mean, my week's been fine. I mean, next week is my last week of summer session at Penn State, so thank God for that,
Oh shit, how's it been going?
Living hell.
Oh, that
And-
sounds about right.
Yeah, and it looks like Peter's about to join us.
Is he?
Is he?
Oh,
He's
joyous
typing to me.
guy.
He responded, "Oops," and let's see. Oh, he can't anymore. Lovely.
Nope. I fucked it up. Nailed it.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
Randy. Very cool.
I absolutely. I just bringing 100% professionalism.
I know it's really shocking, but also we should probably take some stuff we were supposed to do last week, but we didn't because we really ranted.
Did we have other stuff to do last week? We just
we just fucking ranted.
Yu-Gi-Oh was the only thing we were supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean, so actually, a few weeks ago, we just made a server podcast, and we've been setting it up more or less for the Oh God Wise.
Yes,
Discord.
I did mean to ask about that last week, but then Yu-Gi-Oh happened. So
Yeah.
I've noticed that our podcast Discord has become noticeably including a lot more people.
Yes,
What's up? What's happening?
Some more. So I decided to make this Discord server public, and then I'm going to try to have more people join in and grab more attention for our podcast. You know what I mean?
I feel ya.
So when we do this, I've been uploading into subreddits. Whenever we have new episodes, and put the Discord link there, and hopefully have people join us from there.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to do some more advertising sometime today and tomorrow, and then possibly some more on.
I want to point out our bot is called OBotY.
Yes, exactly. Peter did that.
Peter, if you're listening to this later, you fucking nailed it.
Yes, thank you. Very cool, Peter. So lovely. But so that's what we were planning to do. I'll be posting the Discord links where I'll be sharing this podcast. I'll be sharing. It'll also be on the YouTube channel as well if you want to join us from there. So yeah.
The description of the video is.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, yeah, that was the main thing. So we have a Discord server. I'm gonna be sharing it. So there's gonna be some more stuff coming soon for that as well. Please join us. We're not the how we say the edgy teenager types on Discord. Who spam the N-word all over the fucking place.
I promise I don't bite.
Yeah, I know. Hard. Actually, talking about the N-word, there was some kid who was trying to spam the N-word. It's like, yeah, fuck, we're just banning him. So we're trying to make it generally a nice place to be, so none of that bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're trying to be chill. We're trying to make a wholesome place where you can talk about Yu-Gi-Oh with your friends.
Yes, and that's also not overrun by pedos.
That is also wildly important in this.
Yeah, okay, seriously, but what the fuck is with Discord and pedos though? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know. I mean, it's a mode of communication that children use.
Fair.
So therefore, it would attract pedophiles.
I understand what you're saying, Peter. Not Peter, Randy, but still though.
Peter is dead. I killed him.
Yes. You absorbed the Peter.
Essence.
You absorbed the Peter. But still, I understand it's a mode of communication and all, but it just seems like you think there would be more of ban hammering, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
That's true. Well, a lot of times these happen on either private chats or more public, message boards owned by the pedophile, so they can't get banned.
No, I know what you're saying.
Done through methods that cannot be banned.
No, that is true. But anyway,
I see what you're getting at. I feel you.
So anyway, actually, remember when we were talking about Ruby? Yes, last time.
We were talking about Ruby last time.
So I decided to watch season 7.
Why would
volume
you do
7,
that?
or whatever they call it, more or less.
Yeah, volume. I think it's volumes.
Yeah, it's volume 7. And it was not bad.
Okay.
It gave me a lot of the season 3 vibes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Where they actually had plot developed.
Ooh.
You know, like, but not to that
Is
same
season
extent, if that
7 the
makes
one
sense.
with the giant? Is that the one where they go to the cabin, or is that season 6?
I think that's season 6 or something. The season 3 is when
Okay.
like what Beacon got attacked or something.
Oh yeah, I know season 3. I'm just because you said you're on season 7, and I
Yeah,
know I got pretty far, but I don't think I got as far as season 7. I think season 6 is the one with the cabin. I think you're right.
yeah. Season 6 was the cabin. I mean, season 7 has been developed a lot more nicely, I guess. But there's still, I'm afraid, it's just going to repeat the same thing. So there's a bit more hope that's like, oh, there's actually some plot being developed now. That's good.
That's fair.
Because it's like, you remember how like the attack kind of ended more or less? That's like season 7 ended on the attack more or less of like the city or something. So you're gonna see the
Oh, I
next
feel
season is
ya.
gonna be like the whole attack more or less, the whole chaos.
Yep. I have a problem, which is that I simultaneously love and hate Rowan. What's it? 2-second Ruby spoilers. If you don't want
Mm,
Ruby spoilers, leave. Season 3. I think his name is Rowan. His death at the end of season
mm.
3.
Yeah.
Because on one hand, I love his death because it's like just good. Like just
Yeah.
his little speech he gives right before he bites the big one's phenomenal.
Yes, the deep irony.
However, also I wanted more character from him
Yeah, no, exactly. That's a
because
shame.
they allude to his evil plan and then they never really get to like what he was doing.
More or less what I learned from like the whole development of like the first 2 seasons, there was a lot of stuff that was cut from during the second season,
Yeah, they just
because
alluded to like a lot of shit in seasons 1 and 2, and then never they were just like, but what if instead we killed him?
yeah, I know. Because
And
apparently
it's
what
like,
happened was
oh,
that,
okay.
like, you remember what was that other team in like season 2 where it was like Team Coco or something? Like, I forget the name of it,
What?
but
What
like
other? What, who are the members? I think I remember.
it was like this girl with the machine gun suitcase,
Oh
the
yeah, I
bunny
don't remember their
girl,
name, but I do remember those
bleach
two.
guy, and then edgy boy.
I do remember. I do remember them. Yes.
Yeah, like like how they're really like well developed, like actual design characters compared to the background.
Yeah, they look pretty cool.
Yeah, then it's like it's heavily like implied that there was more development for those characters, but it got cut off at like the last second or something.
That's fair.
Which kind of sucks, but
I just took them as cool looking background character. Like they just wanted to flesh out the other students, but I could definitely get behind them being more important. Well,
because like
could
you
have
remember
been.
what like in season 3 where the whole background was more fleshed out.
Yeah.
And you saw there were still students that were distinctly different, for a reason, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like a lot of like plot stuff got cut. So yeah. But besides the point, it's
But that
gotten
takes a
better,
while.
but it's still a disappointment nonetheless.
Yeah. Uh,
Anyways, so have you been watching anything over the week,
I
Randy?
have. You know what? This is a perfect time to do this. Let's get into this.
Okay, but before that, ad break, I guess.
Ad break. Sure. We'll do a quick, tasteful. What is this? 10 minutes? 15 minutes?
Yeah, whatever.
Preemptive ad break.
Yes. No jingle?
Oh, I'd sing a jingle if we had one.
Now, back to the podcast.
Okay. Here we go. I received a request
Oh
from.
god, my brother did this. Super Mario Bros.
Did he? Perfect.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was him.
good. I loved it. It was terrible.
Exactly. Why would you do? Gee, I was supposed to DM you, but I was like, don't do that, Randy. But fucking hell.
Nope, it's too late. I already did it. Okay,
Okay,
so
no,
here's
but
the
actually,
deal.
but before we get into that, my parents found out about the podcast.
Okay.
They found out about the one about the hentai one as well.
The perfect first episode.
They said, okay, we're not watching it, and we're just because we don't want to embarrass you, okay?
Look, if you're looking to get into the podcast, start with the hentai episode and go directly into Yu-Gi-Oh, and then maybe you can go into this depending on how well it goes.
Yeah, no, but let's like then they started offering me some critique. It's like don't swear too much, Umar, compared to your friend who speaks a lot more nicely than you, Umar. Don't swear too much. And also they
Here,
said
hold
don't
on.
do and like you know what I mean.
Wait, hold on. I'll cover you for a second. Hold on. Fuck! There you go. We're good. Now you can swear again.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I've got you. I've got the hookup. Okay,
Anyway,
so
so
here
now
we
let's
go.
go back to this Mario thing because you were dumbass to think about it. It was a good idea. Watch
I
it.
went for it. Look, all I know is someone was like, "Hey, you should talk about this." I'm like, you know what? I remember the Super Mario Brothers shows, and you're right. I should talk about this.
Okay,
So,
then do it.
I'm about to. So,
Mhm.
I've actually seen that show prior to this.
Same here.
But I needed a refresher because I didn't remember very well. So I went back and watched the
Mhm.
first episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my fucking god. So much about that show is legitimately cursed, and I absolutely love it.
To be frank, I think it's been wronged too much because my brother, I watched it with him, and he was like saying this is some of the greatest shit ever. It's like, Abdullah, what's wrong with you?
It's
You know?
so
No, I
perfectly
can't
cursed.
understand like it's like so bad it's funny. But it's like no, this is legitimate like good culture. It's like
This show contains
mhm.
not one, not two, but 3 songs that all use funky Super Mario as their like backtrack.
Yeah.
There's the live action Mario's, like the Super Mario Brothers general theme song, and then the animated ones get their own theme song, and then there's the Do the Mario dance. And
Oh
those,
god, I hate that.
what do you mean you hate it? How could you hate that? How could you hate art?
It was not art, Randy.
Swing your arms from side to side. That's the whole dance.
I have so much painful memories from this. You're giving me PTSD from this, Randy.
But it's the Mario. But yeah, they're all like, it's almost as if the only song they got the license to from Mario was like the main theme. So they just jazzed it up. And counterpoint, that jazzed up Mario theme is a bop.
Yeah. I mean, but here's the thing. I think the main reason is just because, Nintendo is really protective of its IP and such. I mean, I'm
That's
pretty sure around that time there was like a Mario porn parody. And the thing is, Nintendo bought the rights to it. There was 2 of those made. Nintendo owns Mario porn. Think about that.
double Mario porn. Wait. Okay, so the synopses of important events in the first episode. Episode opens, jazzy theme song, number 1. Okay. Real life Mario Brothers are they're like doing a bit where they're trying to be like, oh,
Mhm.
like neatness matters, but it's just them insulting each other that they're both gross for like a minute.
Yeah.
And then they meet, like, there's a real ass famous actor in their medicine cabinet. She's checking their toothpaste. And
Hmm.
they go, oh my God, it's this lady. And I'm like, I've never heard of you. So then they cut away to the animated show and they do that for a bit. And they do oh my fucking God, okay. You might be aware of this. In
Yeah.
the first episode of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, there's a bit in which Bowser, the King Koopa, is talking to 2 of his minions. And his minion is like, oh, Bowser, you're the fucking coolest guy in the whole world. You know that? And Bowser goes, shut up. When I want my feet licked, I'll ask for it. Lick
Well,
my feet. And then they lick his feet for like 20 seconds.
okay, Randy. If I want to be, if I can make a statement here, you remember like those weird our childhood cartoons, like where it's like that's some weird ass fetish that this artist probably had.
I was going to
This is
say,
what I think
what
is
are they
happening here.
better
I think it's been a thing known to man since the beginning of man. Whenever there's something for children, there's probably some person put their goddamn fetish in it.
Like how the fuck? Hey guys, for the Bowser section, can I maybe make a suggestion? Yeah, Tommy, what is it? Can we get like a bit where Bowser like I don't know, like gets his feet licked, like both of them for like a whole like 20-30 seconds?
I mean, to be frank, you have to agree with me. It's probably fetish, something
It's
like with the
gotta
fetishes,
be a fetish, but like why?
I don't know. Some
Why?
people like I don't know. Look at like are there like more modern day cartoons, like around from
You
when we
can
were
keep
kids,
trying to
even
deflect to other examples, but I need this answer, Umar.
why? It's probably someone to jack off to it. That's likely what happened.
No.
Because you have to understand,
I
there's quite
can't
an interesting
emotionally deal
realization
with
I
someone
had.
being
The
like,
things, Randy, the realization I had between fetishes and what kids find funny are the same thing.
but it's just
Think
like
about that.
someone just
There's
sees
some
that
motherfuckers that
being a
have
King
fart fetishes,
Koopa.
yet kids, when they're little kids, they think it's hilarious. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, counterpoint, I guess the King Koopa getting his feet licked probably knocks off like 2 or 3 fetishes.
Oh, definitely.
There's someone who saw that scene and went, finally, my holy grail.
I mean, to be frank, I think the Holy Grail is literally the Super Hornio brothers, 1 and 2.
Oh, don't.
So this was released during the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Around the same time, Nintendo wanted to
What?
stop that from being released, so they literally bought it out, both films.
That's fucking perfect. Okay. That's good. I'd also like to point out in the first episode of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, they include not one but two cursed fucking children's cartoons because they show clips of the Legend of Zelda cartoon while they're at it.
Wait, what?
Yes, in the first episode.
Was this on Netflix? I don't remember it being on Netflix.
I fucking stole it off the internet.
Okay, that makes sense.
I forgot my Netflix login. I was like, I don't feel like trying to find this out.
Randy commits piracy again.
I already paid for Netflix. I just didn't remember my login and I didn't want to go find it out.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
But either way, yes, I'm a yar hard. Either way, so the Legend of Zelda cartoon. Have you seen the Legend of Zelda cartoon?
Yes, I have. Both the original and the YouTube poop. I couldn't tell the difference if I'm gonna be honest.
It's so perfect. In the trailer, I guess, for the cartoon that's in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Which why do they have Super in their title twice? They do the excuse me princess bit.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, princess. I love it.
I mean, wasn't there also what was it? What was it like? It was like the Philips CDI.
Oh my god, the Philips CDI. Yes, what about it?
Yeah, wasn't it literally that? No, I think didn't that game literally ripped it off of the Because remember that like same line said on the Philips CDI.
I don't know if the if it's like a direct like the CDI games are the TV show or like what that correlation
It's
is.
two separate entities.
I don't know.
You know,
I know they're both fucking cursed.
Oh no, they are.
I saw some guy use the Merchant's 2 voice lines to create the really fast part from Rap God.
Yeah. Actually, you know what's the funny thing is the least cursed of like all the major video game TV shows like from the 90s and 80s are probably like the Sonic ones.
Fair.
If you know it's bad when the furry one is the least cursed one of all the TV shows.
Every time I close my eyes, I see King Cooper getting his fucking feet licked.
Thanks.
I'm never gonna sleep again.
No problem. Same here.
Oh, shit's so cursed. That's one episode. That's the first episode. They do King Cooper getting his feet licked. They do Excuse Me, Princess, and they do the Mario.
Okay. I assume that was a highlight of the TV show, or is there, or are we just not even getting to the climax yet?
Is there a climax in this case? That's what I wanted to cover.
Okay, then cover that.
I did. That's why I covered it. Feet licking. Excuse me, Princess. Do the Mario. That's what and the real jazzy music. That music's fucking up. Also pasta. For some reason, they make them like really like not. What's the way to put this? They talk about spaghetti a lot in that show.
I'm trying to make them authentically Italian.
Fair, I guess, but like it does not make up for the fact that just like why is there so much pasta power? Every time something's got to happen, it's pasta power, baby.
I mean, I don't know. Well, this is the 90s and 80s when I guess gangs are these mafias are still a thing. Like
I remember when pasta roamed the streets, fucking kneecapping anyone eating a delicious Chinese food.
I mean, to be frank, I won't be surprised if there was an actual gang named the Pasta Gang.
What are you eating there? A burger? Prepare for death. Don't mess with the fucking rigatoni, boys.
Oh god, what have I searched up? What cursed shit?
Wait, what did you search up?
Okay. We don't need to take we're gonna have to divert it back. We have to go back to Super Mario Bros. In a little bit, but we have to go back to you remember creepypastas, right?
Yes, I'm familiar with them.
So I searched up the Pasta Gang as like a joke, it's like an actual gang. No, it's some sort of weird creepypasta fanfic.
What do you mean? I've looked at Pasta Gang. I don't see it.
Are you sure? Because I'm seeing it right now.
What? Where? What are you talking about?
The first thing I found was DeviantArt.
I found a hand signed for Pasta Gang.
There's like a DeviantArt I'm looking through, and there's like, oh god, oh lord.
I got no clue. Umar has gotten some weird Google search results.
Yeah. Oh god, this is on DeviantArt, so what cursed shit this is. Actually, we should do like a dedicated episode to deviant art alone.
Do we? How? But how? Like, do you do you have things to talk about for DeviantArt?
Yes, I do.
I not as much for me.
Fair enough. I can't blame you. It's a cursed site.
It's a cursed place.
Yeah.
I have seen images that no man should see.
Yes. Like inflation.
It's shit's whack.
Literally and metaphorically. Oh
What's the
god.
metaphor for it being whack?
Yes. Anyway, let's go back to the Super Mario Bros.
I mean, there's not much more to say.
Okay, never mind. Let's then continue going on this
Everything
cursed.
is punctuated by sound effects, like game sound effects. I
Yeah.
covered what I wanted to cover.
Okay, now let's go back to the cursed reason of DeviantArt.
Sure, let's cover this.
Okay, so if you go on the website right now, like you see some like cool ass art, some like respectable art, right?
Oh, there's some kick-ass art on DeviantArt.
Exactly. But if you go any deeper, it just becomes fetish art.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying like these people who make great art or should be shamed. No, they make some great art. I'm talking about like the fetish artists on DeviantArt. Like, what the fuck? It's not even hard to find them, mind you.
No, it's not. It's very easy.
You know what's even hard? It's more harder to find this like good art, compared to fetish art.
Which is very sad.
Exactly. I blame it on DeviantArt because if I'm gonna be honest, here's my tinfoil conspiracy about DeviantArt.
Hit me with it. I'm ready.
They purposely hide the good art to put the fetish art because that's where they make all their revenue from. Ad revenue. Think about it.
That's a very good point. I mean, yeah, my guess is that DeviantArt has such a reputation. I would imagine more people are going there for their very particular interest than they would be just to look at cool ass art.
Yeah, and plus, if you want to go to good art, you like find good art. You always use Pixiv, for that. But I mean, people also use Pixiv for hentai, so take that as you will.
If you make a habit of looking at and liking and stuff, the good art, a lot of times the good art will get recommended to you more.
No, that's true. It's more of a social media algorithm as well. Because even the art is more of a social media site than an actual like art site, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I find from personal experience. It's just that if you look at and like the good art, it'll keep showing you the good art.
No, exactly, But still though, like half the stuff though, it's like, what the fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like also like I don't like you've seen that stuff like because a lot of these okay, great. Not even a full page scroll, I'm already seeing furry stuff. That's great.
Yep.
There's
great. Some real cursed shit. There's some real specific cursed shit on there.
Yeah, no.
I discovered a lot of fetishes exist through DeviantArt.
Yeah.
I wish I could undiscover them.
Fair enough.
No shame to you if you're of a particularly interesting fetish and you're listening to this.
Yeah,
I do not mean to shame you. It's what's it? It's the same stance I take on something like, I don't know, masturbation. Totally good for you. Very, very healthy for you. Very happy that you're happy with yourself in this manner. But also, it's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Can't get
fair
on.
enough.
Not for me.
I mean, like, didn't we have this conversation about this where you couldn't jack off even when you tried or something like a few months ago in like class or something? No, it was in speech and debate.
I've talked about jacking off. I've talked about crying. I've never talked about those two things simultaneously.
Not crying. You tried, but you couldn't. That's what I'm saying.
No, I've never properly tried just because I thought it was gross.
No, fair enough. Each to their own.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not my baggage.
No, fair enough. But still though, like, I don't know why, but like, still though, I think it's just more like people real like it's like if DeviantArt is just more like Tumblr, but with more pictures, more or less.
Yeah, look, man. On one hand, I want to be like, yeah, that shit's whack. But I mean, if they know what they like sexually, I guess that's good for them.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not complaining either, but it's like, it's weird because it's like
it's just strange. It's very. I'm like a confused parent.
Yeah.
I don't want to shit on you for this, but I don't get it.
Yeah, like with my parents with the podcast, they don't understand why I'm doing this at all.
I don't get it, but like, whatever, you do you.
Yeah, more or less. But still, though, it's so freaking weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know it is definitely weird.
Oh god, but you remember like I don't know. I guess this was early 2010s. You know, where like a bunch of like kids realizing, oh, I can make anime-esque art. You know, and then they started making like like Western cartoons into anime style.
Yeah.
You think? Did you think it has died out by any time now?
I sure hope not. That's a cool premise. I like that.
Fair enough, but like it was like extremely overdone. You know.
Oh, that's fair. Like kind of how in what's it? Oh, I don't remember what year this was, but there was a stint of time when everyone was really into turning classic cartoon characters into like thugs and gangsters and stuff.
Oh, I know. There's a subreddit dedicated to this.
Is there? I'm not that
Yes.
surprised, I guess. They made a lot of t-shirts.
I think it was like. Let me think. Let me find. It was like I think it was called Thug Cartoon.
Ooh, we're doing it.
Let me find it.
While Umar searches for that,
What was it called?
I'm gonna talk quietly into my
Oh
microphone.
God.
Hey, Sally. Seems like you're going to the hot meeting later tonight.
What is this ASMR stuff here?
I don't know. I'm just talking quietly into my mic while you Google search.
No, it's like you remember watching Ed and Eddie, right?
Yes, I do.
So there was this like song that was like with them but like thug version, if that makes sense.
What?
Yes.
Wait, please
I'll send you the link. It's a music video.
Oh, okay, good.
This is like from like last year, mind you. You know.
Oh shit! Oh my god, I've actually fucking seen this.
Yeah, it's actually it's not bad.
Oh my god, I've seen this. Remember this depressing Ed and Eddie when they're all grown up? I remember that.
Let me share the part 2 to you.
Oh my god, if people haven't seen this, they should go watch it. This is actually I've seen this.
It's actually like it's done well, you know.
Yeah, if you're wondering what we're talking about, why have you not seen this already?
Exactly.
It's Ed and Eddie. Where did all the love go? Look it up. You'll find it.
Yeah.
It's very good. Yeah, no, I've seen these.
You know, truly a great series in general. Definitely would recommend.
Just so perfect.
Yeah, I know. But still though, like Randy, like what were you said you were binge watching what was it called? Not Black Mirror, sorry. Black Mirror's a good
Black
show,
Clover?
but it was called I'm forgetting the name of it. It's like
Talking about Black Clover?
Yeah, Black Clover.
Yeah.
So did you finish it yet or
No. I'm on episode like 59. Last time we talked on an episode like 30, 40.
Mm-hmm. So any new comments?
Let me think. Where am I at? Nothing of significance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of the same. It's a lot of like just like rivals, and now the main the side boy, the second boy, the rival boy, like the main one.
Yeah.
Now he has like a little like wind fairy thing that chills with him, and she's like weirdly into him, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. That's a small wind fairy child. She's not a child, but she's very small.
Fair enough.
And it's like you should not be making advances towards him. You're probably of age, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, who am I to say? If B movie taught me anything, it's that a small insect-sized creature and a fully grown person, that's a relationship. Either way.
Yes.
Yeah, no. It's a lot of the same, and it's pretty good. It's not bad.
Okay, that's nice.
One day I may do a video doing a full thoughts on it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
But yeah, right now it's a lot of it's exactly what I said last time.
No, I understand what you're saying. Actually, have you heard about Japan Sync 2020?
I have not.
Okay, so it's a new anime based off of the book called on the same name, Japan Sync, but they mostly about like in the year 2020, more or less.
Okay, what is Japan Sync?
It's more or less when Japan, the whole island of Japan, like all the Japanese islands have been sinking slowly one by one. It's just like a ginormous, like environmental disaster. You know, like think of like Hurricane Katrina, but like on a full country, if that makes sense.
So Japan Sync is about Japan Sync,
literally sinking more. So it's like a full like apocalypse type of novel. You know what I mean?
What a tight ass name. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's actually I watched the anime. It was actually pretty good. So, but there was this like There's like a lot of death, mind you, in the anime.
That's fair.
But
I
there's just like
mean,
one hilarious thing, like
I
out of
have-
context, more or less, where it's like a cult-esque thing, like a refugee cult, more or less. And I think this goes to shit because of a environmental disaster. I'm just gonna share this to you. You should watch this right now. I need your live reaction of this, okay?
Okay, sure. Hi, welcome to the purely audio podcast where we do lots of visual bits.
Exactly.
Here we go. This is me watching it.
So,
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, that woman's fucking dead. This has been the
tell me when you see the hilarious part, okay?
okay. Daichi, get Daichi. What? Did I misread that?
It's not like the 48-second mark, you know what I mean?
Oh,
48-second mark.
It's a child. What? Oh fuck! Oh wow. Okay. Oh god, that happened.
Okay, so now to stop that, more or less. So let me
Yeah.
explain the context.
Yeah, to anyone who hasn't watched, as anyone who wants to watch this, just look up "Mother Thank You" Japan Sinks 2020.
Yeah, more or less, what happened was, so this was like this like cult or like religion thing. More or less, like it's a refugee place, so it's not like a full like bad cult or anything. You know what I mean? But what happens is there's an environmental disaster. That it's like an earthquake there happening and destroys the whole place. Everything goes to shit. More or less, a bunch of chaos and all.
Okay.
So what happens is this like killed. It's like they're sort of like their savior, like the Jesus Christ, if that makes sense. And the kids like when the person talks, like child talks, that means the world, like Japan would be saved or some shit like that, right? So you see, as this kid talks, and says, "Thank you, mother." He literally his head gets fucked.
Just fucking crushed by a rock.
Exactly, it's the most hilarious thing.
Oh my god, Archibald was not ready for the rock.
Yeah, especially because like the art style is it's extremely soft, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
extremely
no,
dull and soft. So it's just hilarious when you see like this like it's supposed to be like a good moment just get fucked up because this kid just had like crushed.
It reminds me of that fucking that scene from I think it was Red Dead 2 with the bunny that gets fucking like does it get shot or something by an arrow?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on here. Let's do this. Hi, Mom. Hey. Welcome to the Oh God Why podcast. How are you doing?
I'm a teenager.
Oh, wow.
Every 5 seconds.
Wow, you just came down here to insult me. I love you too, Mom. Wow, yeah, cool. I'd like to point out you said it way more than me in these last few seconds.
What the fuckity fuck, man?
I'm super excited for everyone to be like, wow, Randy's mom is like real rude to Randy.
I'm just being skinny.
Wow. I love you too, Mom. So much. Not much. Just recording the podcast. Now it's the mom podcast. Now it's all about Mom. How you doing, Mom?
Doing really well.
Will you tell me about yourself?
Doing really great.
What's going on with
Raising
you?
a kid that doesn't know how to say a sentence without fuckity fucking it.
I've said like 15 sentences without fucking it since we started.
If ever on that podcast with you, I
Yeah.
want them to start counting how many sentences you can say without a curse word.
Oh, okay, Mom.
Bake you a cookie.
So you're just giving the same issues that my parents were giving me.
Man, that cookie.
15 full sentences.
Got it. On it.
Without a curse word.
On it. Welcome to the Oh God Why podcast, where I prove my mom wrong to get one cookie.
Yes.
That's one.
Oh, both of our families complain about us cursing too much every sentence.
Boom. There we go. And that's ooh, nope.
Oh,
it's
God.
close. Getting it hammered out. Nailed it.
Yeah, I think it's just.
I'm not even gonna count that one because I almost slipped. I'm gonna start over from 0. That's one.
Okay. So like I just find it hilarious that like when you think about like everyone's like perfectly fine cursing and all until their kids start cursing. It's like Jesus Christ, what a disappointment have I created.
My mom swears like a sailor.
Yeah, I can tell. And then she complains about you swearing. It's fucking hilarious, you know.
Yep.
You know, I don't know. It's with my parents, they just hurl insults at me, you know. But besides the point.
Yeah. Oh, I love my mother very dearly.
Yeah, same. I already love my parents, but
chances to put her on blast for no reason.
yes, putting our parents on blast for no reason is the greatest thing known to man. You know.
It's a very good time.
Yes, quite hilarious. No, but you remember actually last week, not last week, but a few weeks ago, I was showing you the Bakumet Toss song, right?
The what?
Bakama, like from Yakuza 0.
Yes, I do remember that very much.
And how has this become a meme in the past 2 weeks? The
Has it
deepfake.
recently become a? Oh yeah,
The
I think I
deepfake.
remember seeing like a Honda Civic singing that song or something.
Yeah. Randy, we need to do that to you though, okay?
What
We
do
have a
want?
picture of you, so we can easily do it. Mind you.
You're more than welcome to try.
Yeah, I just need to figure out how to make a deepfake of you just singing Bakamata.
There you go, absolute perfection.
Yeah. But yeah, still though. Quite an interesting meme though, like we were talking about this a few weeks ago, you know. But yeah. No, but anyway, you said you were saying something other than the Super Mario Bros. Song. Not song. Show.
Was
What
I?
was it? You said you were watching something else other than the Super Mario song. You were saying that
I was watching the Super Mario Brothers show. I was watching Black Clover.
mhm.
I'm watching. What else am I watching? Am I watching?
You said you were watching Naruto. What happened to that?
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah, I got like 100 something episodes in, 200 maybe. I think I got around the 200 episode mark. And then I heard a review of Naruto, and that made me very, very sad.
Mhm.
Which is one of the nice things about early Naruto. Okay, I'm gonna get into this.
Mhm.
One of the nice things about early Naruto is that a lot of the fights are like what's it? They do a sort of a JoJo where they do like
Yeah.
all the fights are about being like a smart. So it's like this is my all of the fights are about this, like I have this super specific power set,
Yeah.
you know, this super specific power set, and we're gonna clash and like do like a like what's it? The what's it? The my brain is totally blanked on the name. Shikamaru.
Okay.
The Shikamaru fight, the Shadow Boy.
Mhm.
I love him very much. His fight's actually really, really good and really, really clever.
Yeah.
And they do lots of little strategies in there, and I love it.
Okay.
And then I heard like I was watching reviews of it because I was like, this show's kind of neat, and I wonder where it goes from here. And they went like, yeah, so give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I guess Randy has went off the deep end. So yeah, that's great. So let me explain to you what happened in the morning, more or less.
Sure.
Oh fucking hell. Okay, I guess Randy, are you back now?
I am back.
Okay.
Sorry about that. People in my house like to just sort of forget that I'm recording the podcast.
Fair enough. Same here for a while.
Yep. Regardless, as I was saying before, yeah, the Shikamaru fight's very, very clever. I read this review, or I was watching a bunch of reviews, because I didn't read anything. Which was that in the later, a lot of the later fights just sort of become like, oh, what's that? You're beating me? Totally new thing. Like they just like everyone knows so many jutsus that it stops becoming like, okay, trying to operate within my specific power set
Mm-hmm.
to like, I just whip out anything at this point.
Fair enough.
And while their fights are hype and pretty, Naruto just sort of becomes Ninja Jesus.
Yeah.
And they kind of just skirt problems, and it's like, I don't like that. I like the beginning because it does all the little clever stuff, and then you're telling me they get rid of all the clever stuff.
Yeah. I don't know what you expect.
For it to keep the clever stuff.
Fair
'Cause that
enough.
was good, and I liked it. So, as of the moment, I'm on Naruto hiatus, the indefinite Naruto hiatus until I decide to try again.
Fair enough. I can't blame you.
Technically, this is like the second or third time I've tried this.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm not a big fan of Naruto. Mainly, it's just like, you know.
I like early Naruto. I just don't like where it sounds like everyone says Naruto is going.
Yeah, I mean, to be frank, at least it's not like Bleach, where the guy just stopped giving a shit.
Yeah, I haven't even seen Bleach yet. I should get around to that one.
Oh god, please don't.
Oh, I heard the early seasons of Bleach are really good.
Fair enough, but like the end of Bleach, like even the manga was just bad, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm done with this. The most the guy said like toss it and toss, like, I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
I just want to draw cool fight scenes, nothing else.
That's fair. So I'd probably watch the early bits of Bleach.
Yeah.
And then kind of just hop off before the ending.
Yeah. Actually, since we're talking about anime, have you heard about the recent news on the anime subreddit, more or less?
I have not.
Oh god, this is a segment in itself, really.
What's happening?
More or less, what happened was that because of the recent banning of like transphobic subreddits, more or less it was just like influx of more like how you describe as like transphobic people more so on the subreddit, and there's like this obvious like running joke about like the word trap, like used in anime.
Yeah.
Like I mean, like most of the time it's harmless, but it's technically a slur. You know what I mean?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, it's like more so it was used as for a long time, and there's a lot of violence against trans women, or I guess men transitioning to women, like male to female, more or less. A lot of violent stories, like more or less like, oh, we didn't know it was a dude that I was fucking, more or less. Mainly straight men like attacking these trans women.
Yeah. I feel you.
And the term was using it was a trap. So it became sort of like a slur, but then it was like with anime, it's like sort of like the same somewhat premise, but it's been fetishized, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone says like the subreddit's like, okay, because of this like influx, I guess, because it's like, okay, yeah, we're banning that word more or less, and it's like then people are just complaining about this. There was shit posts all over the place, and like the mods are just like getting tired, and they just start like lashing out more or less against those people.
Mm-hmm.
So more so people started making like reactionary subreddits to that more or less, and there are people just coming into like subreddits like ones that aren't even related to like some like stuff like our hentai memes, and saying like, oh yes, this refugee. It's like, I just want to see my hentai memes, not you bitching about you can't use the word trap anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck, It's such a shit show, It's like,
I mean, it just sort of happens.
yeah, I can't. And like people are saying like, oh, what about my free speech and stuff? It's like no one's stopping you from making the memes or anything. It's just like I'm pretty sure it's a temporary ban or something. It's like, yeah, this has become political. We're not gonna use this anymore. We're just gonna remove any posts like that. It's like, and people just gave a shit face more about. It's like, what the fuck,
Yeah.
Come on, it wasn't a good subreddit in the first place. It was just reusing the same 3 jokes for God knows how many years.
Okay, what were those 3 jokes?
I was like, oh look, I can't believe it's not hentai.
Okay.
Second one, I was like, oh, such big titties,
Mm-hmm.
And the third one is just more or less like, oh yes, what a fucking dumbass. More or less, those are the 3 jokes, more or less like repeated.
Fair. As a member of the JoJo meme subreddit that I can't say the name of because I'm trying to stick it to my mother, who I love dearly.
Yes, the shitpost crusaders.
Thank you very much. What's it? They do this fun little thing that I personally enjoy, which is they come up with a new meme format, and then they just ride with that like one meme format and like two, like maybe another one for like a month straight, and then they're like, okay, we're done with this, we're over it, no more of this, find a new one.
Fair enough. I mean, at least it's somewhere better than most other meme subreddits where it's like game circle jerk, where it's like they use the same one for God knows how long,
Good
yeah,
stats.
I mean, like,
for
you remember the whole
6, 7.
you remember like the whole Last of Us part 2 controversy and like the whole memes about like the trans women? It's been going down how like 2 months since then. It's like I'm just getting tired. It's like, please just bring up something else other than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to this point, it's kind of an old callback.
Yeah. But still, let me check if like
I was really in. I thought it was pretty clever, but at
about
this point,
what.
it's becoming a little bit of a dated reference.
Yeah, exactly. So then I'm checking like, has it the same thing happened to Shitpost Crusader, where you have a bunch of these anime refugees coming to Shitpost Crusaders?
I mean, I hope they do come. Maybe we can get some new residents.
Maybe, I don't know. Actually, what happened also was a few like this. Yesterday there was a major hack, more or less, on like mod accounts, and they just hacked a bunch of subreddits.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was animes and became like the Donald 2.0. It got under control after a while, but still though. I think Shitpost Crusaders made a joke about that, more or less, I think.
Wait, what happened?
More or less, this bunch of subreddits got hacked, animes got hacked, a bunch of other ones as well.
Yeah.
And more or less, it just became like, I don't know, pro-Trump stuff, I guess, if that makes sense.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no. They changed the subreddit from like animes to like, I mean, the names were still there, it just became like a Trump subreddit, more or less, for a good few hours. And then they got back under control. The thing is, right now it's being memed on Shitpost Crusaders that they got saved by the mods on Shitpost Crusaders on that, more or less. And it's like, they literally made a meme now. It's like, make Valentine great again.
Yeah. The
Like,
most.
are you seeing this right now?
The United States of America.
Yes. Man, like, what the? Still, that's pretty crazy.
Good old Funny Valentine, which is also a very good song.
Yes.
I've actually been in a choir that sung that song before. It's pretty good.
Oh, nice. Do you have a recording of this?
No, I do
Damn.
not.
Damn, what a
Why
shame.
would I have that?
I don't know. You may have to use it on podcast at one point, you know?
Fair. There we go. If we hit 100 podcast listeners, I'll do a new cover of Funny Valentine.
To be frank, we'll probably hit 100 episodes before we get even 10 viewers consistently,
Fair.
you know?
So
But
I don't
still-
have to keep that promise. For
I mean, are you talking
long-
about viewers, like total view counts, or like...
I'm saying, well, because if you go on Anchor, we have it's like a projected number of concurrent listeners.
Yeah, let's actually check right now. Let's see.
At like 5 or 4.
I think it's 4 mainly. Oh, no, 5 now.
Woo! To our
Yay.
Fifth
And
concurrent
64
listener,
cents.
you rock.
Yes, and like 144 plays.
Yeah, if you recently picked up the podcast, I want you to know that you deserve a big kiss, and I love you very
Yes.
much.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no. But
Yeah,
still,
100, yeah, we get 100 listeners on
Mhm.
Anchor, like concurrent listeners on Anchor. I will do a new cover of Funny Valentine. There you go.
yeah, the concurrent thing is from all the services that the podcast goes on.
Radical.
Yeah. But still though, you said what were we talking about earlier before we got into this whole Reddit hack?
I don't even
Oh,
know.
no, we were talking about the like trap and Armin's banning
Yeah,
the trap.
you are.
Yeah, so what's your take on that?
On what specifically?
On like them banning the word trap more or less.
Okay, so here's where I'm at. I never knew this word in the context of like as a slur against trans people.
Yeah.
I only ever knew it in the context as like an anime meme.
Yeah.
So when you were like, yeah, people are like, this word's not good, we shouldn't use it. My first I was like, huh, that's weird. And then I kind of thought about what it meant and the context it'd be used in. I'm like, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. Like the thing is, it's like it's not as if they were banning like the full-fledged word of using it. It's like if it's like implying as being transphobic more, so they were like banning. At least that's my understanding of this.
Yeah,
You
no,
know.
that's fair.
Then it just turned into a full-on ban because people were bitching about it. That's my understanding.
Yeah.
Because it's like I said, but like the whole like influx of those like transphobic people from those subreddits, like making like I guess trying to infiltrate those subreddits. Like I don't know how else to describe it more or less.
Infiltrate them.
Yeah, it's so freaking weird. Like I don't know if you're not a really big Reddit user, but a few weeks ago there was like a major ban wave, a bunch of like these political TM subreddits. You know?
I'm on the JoJo subreddits, and that's about it.
Yeah, no, fair
and
enough.
Warhammer subreddits. If you like Warhammer, you're cool.
Yeah, no. But more so what happened was that because of a bunch of these like trans, like you remember like Cringe Anarchy, where it was like an outright hellhole more or less.
Oh, what is cringe anarchy?
It was an old subreddit that was more or less like really, I don't know how else to describe it. It was like a really weird circle jerk more or less. Where it's like
Okay.
where they said cringe was too moderated. It's not cringy enough.
We must achieve higher levels of cringe.
And because of they became like became really alt right after a few years.
Mm-hmm.
So it just more like it just got banned. Then it tried to go to other subreddits like not what was it? I'm forgetting the name of it. It was like not gaming circle jerk. It was like the one with the Joker memes.
What?
Like those like ironic like Joker memes, like we live in a society memes.
Okay.
I think it was I'm forgetting the name of it. It was like fucking hell, I'm forgetting the name of it now. But it was like there's like we live in a society, Joker memes and gamer memes most all combined into one thing.
Oh yes, the three pieces of the Triforce.
Yeah, no, exactly. It was like all ironic until like that ban happened, and then all those people started going into that subreddit and just became unironic, and then it got banned as well.
Oh, how perfect.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of these like transphobic subreddits, like genders, like they're called turfs or something. Like I don't want to get into this right now. Maybe like a bonus episode where
we are around the hour mark.
yeah. So maybe next time I'll make a bonus episode just me talking about this.
What just for the intrigue, just to build tension. What exactly is it? Just so we can get the vaguest idea.
A turf.
Yeah.
A turf is more so like you have a feminist who's against trans people.
That's interesting.
It doesn't really make sense logically, but it's a thing nonetheless.
For sure.
And then you have this. It's like most like it's saying like trans women aren't real women, more or less, and they're saying it's like weird because then they're also saying like lesbians aren't really lesbians; they're just women who don't like men. It's really fucking weird. You know?
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's a stance.
Yeah, it's a weird one. You don't think it's a thing, but it is. And more or less, you bunch of these like turf suburbs, and then they all got banned, and they're just trying to like, I guess, expand their influence or some shit like that. You know, it's really weird.
Their influence.
Yes, it's
Execute Order 66.
yes. Or in this case, I don't know what I was gonna make a joke, but I don't know what I would have done.
Nice.
Yes, the 69.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
But yeah, so I guess we're wrapping up. We're doing the thing.
Yeah, I guess. Anything? Any final conclusions? Anything, Randy?
Go watch just like the first episode of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, and then weep.
Fair enough. It's a fetish show. Not gonna lie.
There's a lot going on in that show.
Yes. Hope you guys say. I mean, I really have nothing else to say than what I've said today.
Yeah.
Shame Peter wasn't here. Come on,
That's
Randy.
my fault. Sorry, I'm a sleepy baby.
Fair enough. Anyway, thank you to listening to Oh God Why podcast. I hope you had a good day and hope to see you guys next week. Anything you have to say? Any closing statements?
Hey Ma, you owe me a cookie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, thank you for listening to Oh God Why podcast, episode 18. I don't know what to actually call this episode.
Awesome. We'll call it. Who knows? I gotta go deal with some other stuff now.
Okay. Well, anyway, see you later, guys. Hope to see you guys next week.